Oh shit. Okay.
So what's up, Nelman? I see you, boy. My bad not to cut you out, player.
What was I saying?
You was introducing yourself.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, Mike the comedian. I'm hanging out with the guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about. I just stepped outside and talked to Mary for a minute, so I'm good.
They gotta handle business.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta handle business.
I'm learning a lot and having a lot of fun. This is nice.
Yeah.
I like you said. I'm finna start taking pictures of this shit.
Sorry, so I can figure out how to get that shit.
Hey, Chad, can you guys? Okay, never mind. He said we good. Okay,
We good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Destiny Ricardo. I see y'all Nelman in the building. Hey, we just kicking it back.
Hi, Destiny.
Destiny is solid, man. Destiny one of our favorite people. Actually, she
True
rock with
friend.
us.
True
friend.
friend.
Ain't even
Fan
ain't
and
even a
friend.
fan right there. That's family.
That is family.
Real talk.
I was going to ask what she cute, but
Hey, well, hey, you might.
You said it's family.
Hey,
Come on.
Destiny is single.
Destiny's a grown ass woman too.
Lightweight, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? We might have to put you on the Love Connection
You know
episode.
what I'm saying? I'm down for an entanglement.
I'm down for it.
Is that what the kids are doing?
YouTube,
Is
tap into
entanglements?
YouTube, TV.
That's what the kids are doing now, entanglements.
Yeah.
Black and Studios.
I'm
What
with
up,
it.
Buck?
I be her August. But
I
I ain't gonna tell nobody. That's some light skinned nigga shit. Now that's some pussy with that
That's
shit.
some pussy,
right,
yeah.
That's some pussy with that shit right there.
That's it right there.
Right.
You ain't lying.
Like, no,
Yeah, hey.
I've said,
Hey, what's up, boy?
I've said
Yeah.
across from people that I done been intimate with, and it's like,
For real. Hey, I see you, boy. I was just hitting him up. That's a solid dude right there,
Solid,
boy.
real solid.
I mess with
Yeah.
AM, man. Except
solid.
not cool. Yeah, he real solid,
riding
man.
riding that lack thing. Sitting real pretty out
Sitting
there.
scrumptious. I was chopping it with him. And have you seen the detail in that motherfucker, bro?
Come on, man.
I gotta get him on the show too.
I'm telling him I'm gonna
most
put him
deaf.
on my shit too, so we can chop it up like real players supposed to.
Matter of fact, I got y'all on here. Why we got a small
What we
audience.
going on to? What we talking about?
he's
Mike-
oh, no.
Mike had hit me about the we was just talking about the podcast awards.
Oh yeah, the OKC People's Choice.
OKC People's
Choice
Choice.
Awards. Yeah.
And let me give y'all my spiel. Buck
I'm mad
say
about y'all ain't hit me up about it. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed.
See?
We gonna get on
yeah,
that
that's
too.
what I was. Buck say
Yeah,
I
they
ain't
put
saying
in
it
enough
right,
work.
but
I did not say that. You sound like my wife, dog. I did
You
not say
said-
that. them words did not come out my mouth.
Wow.
I
Look,
didn't say that.
Can't tell who that
I
is.
repeat, bro. I'm not saying I'm not appreciative to be nominated.
And I didn't say you said that.
All right, okay,
Okay.
follow me, Buck.
I'm
follow me.
following you. I'm on your ass right now.
I feel like since we're so young, like we've been doing it for a year, but as far as like really taking advantage of it, we only been doing it really hard for like 6 months.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And to be nominated, that's great. That's all. That's fun and family. But I feel like we ain't did enough yet. You know what I mean? And am I wrong for that?
You just feel like you
Feel like you don't deserve it.
I ain't saying I don't want to deserve it. I just feel like it's people like Diego been doing a podcast for 2 years.
But I mean,
And really been putting in the leg work. You know what I mean? And I don't want to supersede the...
You got people that win Grammys, and you got better artists that don't even win
Snoop
Grammys.
ain't never won a Grammy. Nas ain't never won a Grammy. But that don't take away from who they are.
Well, for
as
they-
artists
Yeah,
or what
it doesn't.
They fucking bring to the culture.
Real shit.
So,
What's up, Brittany? I see you that laugh, Kim. That's what's up, Destiny.
Like I said, I mean, because you also got to look at it from a business standpoint as far as the company who's giving out the rewards. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be some type of, I don't want to say favoritism or bias, but that's human nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is human nature. I mean, shoot, if I had a award system that I had going up, best believe Black and Studios podcast is going to be put over most of the other podcasts
Straight
because
up,
I'm trying to promote what I got going on.
but you should feel like if you ain't the best doing it, then what you in it for?
Well, one thing I told Will while we was on break was that as a content creator, I don't think you're ever going to be satisfied with the content that you got. Like, you're always going to be trying to reach
Yeah,
for higher
push the
grounds.
envelope.
You're always
Yeah.
going to be trying to figure out, hey, well, maybe if I can get this guest, or maybe we can switch it up like this, or so you're supposed to always be trying to aim for a higher standard because none of us is perfect, but we love creating content.
Right.
So at that moment, we constantly reaching for that moment or reaching for that level, and I think that's what you feeling.
Yeah. What's up, KB? I see you.
I mean, we got shows up here that's about to hit like 300 episodes, and they never won, but it's not bugging them. You know,
Yeah.
They do it for fun. They do it for the love of it. And that same host on another show that he does, he's been awarded a top 10 in his class in podcast.
You said that was who?
You say what?
You said who was that?
His name is Elijah Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah, he did Elijah Bailey show. He got another show called A Little Bit of Anime, and then his anime show got awarded nationally for one of the top 10 best anime podcasts in the nation.
In the country.
But honestly, he felt kind of like how you feeling. He was
Yeah.
kind of like, man, I just we should be doing this, should be adding this. I'm like, then do it, shit.
I heard. Yeah. Real talk. Now I'll follow you there.
There you go. And if you feel like I could be doing so much better, then quit feeling that way and just do your shit.
Like Family Guy, they never got an Emmy, but people still fuck with Family Guy.
Family Guy
Syndicated
hard.
and got showed.
Yeah.
People still fuck with Family Guy.
Yeah, real talk though.
I tried to
talk,
watch The
Melvin.
Simpsons. I couldn't really fuck with
Yeah.
it. I had already been exposed to Family Guy, so The Simpsons seem like
But the Simpsons
weak sauce.
was what the blueprint started.
Exactly.
Yeah, real talk.
But it's kind of like
That's kind of I am too, Mike.
I went backwards. Like it's kind of
yeah.
like watching like R-rated movies and then trying to come back and
To
like,
the Simpsons, like, nah, this ain't it.
Like I started out with South Park, nigga. So
Simpsons
it's like
got so much jewels though, you know what I mean?
Simpsons been in though. They
yeah,
got the longevity.
It's not as like raunchy and like
Oh,
fucked
okay,
up.
yeah.
And it's dark, it's fucked up as
Yeah.
Family Guy, as South Park is. I like that kind of humor.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Simpsons is kind of like
You watch
super,
Big Mouth?
Mm-hmm.
Big Mouth hard.
That's on
Simpsons is
Netflix.
more like
Yeah.
family
I've been
related.
meaning
you know
to
what I'm
tune
saying?
in that.
man.
Tune in that.
You really into them raunchy shows? Big Mouth,
Big Mouth was pretty good.
PD Patrol.
Boondocks was a good one. I was so sad.
Queen B, I see you. Thanks for coming through. Queen B be having me rolling. Yeah, not to cut y'all off, but we chopping it tonight.
It's just
We
like
chopping.
I grew up with South Park. I never really fucked with the Simpsons.
Sorry, you're a little younger than
Yeah,
that.
I'm like 30. I was born in 90.
He was born in 90.
Okay, same age as my little brother.
That's what's up, though.
I'm young,
Yeah, you ain't too far off, though. I was 83.
You in that cusp.
Yeah, you in there.
Yeah.
It's where the real was made.
Last of the dinosaurs.
Man.
Like a motherfucker.
Like, I remember fucking VCR and Blockbuster.
I mean, when we first got a Nintendo.
Look, hey.
I mean, I was charging niggas $0.25 to play my joint.
Hey, nigga. I was charging them $0.25.
Shit.
Yeah, I heard that.
Who got next on Punch Out?
Nigga, that VCR. Have y'all used the VCR in a while?
Man, I don't even know how to use a VCR.
I used one about 5 years ago.
Look,
I still got tapes.
I had to use a VCR.
Did you get it to work? Did you actually try to rip them?
I actually did. I actually was able to rip some tapes. But what was crazy to me, we got we all programmed right now, right? So I'm hitting rewind on the VCR. And I'm so bougie. I'm like, this shit take forever. What the fuck is this?
Like, I can't imagine doing this shit. We did this to watch movies?
Look, on Netflix.
Listen, I was watching, I've been on my big, 80s and 90s movies kick. You know what I'm saying? I was watching.
Oh, yeah, Rick and Morty is good.
I was watching
that's what's
Cyborg the other day, the John Clive Van Damme.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the graphics and also Master Universe, and I was just looking at the graphics like,
Man.
now that the graphics are so fire, now looking like, bro, we really was like,
Nigga,
I
thought this
blown
shit
away.
was fire,
I
man.
still watch Batman animated
No,
series from the 90s and
I
be
still
like,
watch it too, but
man,
I was like,
going hard though.
man.
the graphics is so now you looking like, bro, these graphics is terrible.
What are we
Man.
They
doing?
booty as fuck, but then that's all
That's
we
all you had.
You know what I mean? So
That's why I'm like, I'm hitting rewind. Now Netflix, you can just skip to whatever part you want to. This shit took like 20 minutes to rewind. I'm like,
there ain't no
this
fast
ghetto. What the
forward.
fuck is this? Yeah, ain't no skip button.
They
I can't
done
believe I had to
programmed
do
this,
this.
man. We
And then you
programmed
started
it.
watching the movie like,
Yeah.
oh, this picture is so
This-
grainy.
You had to hit
Nigga.
the tracking on the VCR to get it to, you know what I mean? Get the lines out the joint.
Bro, I watched New York Undercover one day, and then I watched like 10 minutes of that shit and cut it off because that shit looked like ass. I was like, bro, this is before
This
you
is
been
some
like
bullshit.
this shit had to be like 125p.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Y'all ever
shit
go
look
back and watch
trash.
their old NBA games?
Oh, on everything.
Man,
I'm
you
like, what
can't
the
even,
hell are we
you don't
doing?
even know who jersey numbers is what.
Bro, that shit like you
Or like an
watching
old wrestling match. From
Oh,
like when it was
yeah.
WWF.
Look like it was just smoke.
F.
Smoke
Back in
everywhere.
the day. Hulkamania, huh?
Man.
that That
Do
shit
you have a cold beer from Stone? Like that shit was cool though.
Hey, that's what we had though.
That shit was
In
cool.
that era, like you said, that's all you knew.
That's all we
You
knew.
couldn't even
Like-
imagine where we at with it now. Like, bro,
I don't even think my kids play with toys.
My daughter's 6, bro. She
Like,
she be
Tablets and laptops.
She be on motherfucking Fortnite busting motherfucking kids.
really
ass.
6?
6. I'm like, bro, she good as fuck on
Man.
that game. Like, I don't think I was good at 6 years old on no fucking
It does.
video
I was
game.
fucking up.
Yeah. What's up, Brady?
Still
B?
ain't
I
never- I
see.
still ain't never beat Mario.
I never beat Mario either or Sonic. I played the shit out the
No, I didn't
For
put the
real?
code in when you go to the last level and fight that
And
nigga.
get down through that. You know what game I couldn't beat was the Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Oh yeah, you
Nigga, Mike have been done.
I'm glad you brought that
Before
up.
we get into, you know what another hard ass game
Yeah, I could
is?
never fuck with that.
Ninja Gaiden. That shit.
That
seemed
Ninja
like
Game, what was that?
That was my shit.
Guy, it's
Ninja Gaiden.
I gotta
hard
speak
as
on that.
motherfucker,
I didn't like
bro.
it, man, because it's just
The moment I beat that game, I was God.
He was.
Oh, yeah?
You beat that shit,
You
bro?
couldn't tell me
so
nothing.
fluid, like,
You
how
couldn't
long
tell
did
me
you
nothing.
beat
Like
that
he
shit,
was
bud?
so stiff.
You say
to
what?
be a ninja. Like,
How long it took you to beat? How long it took you to beat Ninja Gaiden?
Dude,
bro?
on real shit, I don't know how long because it took. I kept having to go back to it. Like I wasn't able just to run through that whole game.
You right?
Yeah, I had to constantly kind of go back to it. And one night I was drunk, and my
drunk.
cousin was
Yeah,
over
got
there,
I was drunk.
and I was like, I'm about to do it. And yeah,
you
blazed through it.
This game about to get it.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
exactly what it
right,
was.
If you do be heavy on the motherfucking video,
Oh,
game.
is that right? My old ass beat the first game that was Breakout. Breakout. Well, I don't remember that
I
one.
don't know what that is.
She done went back into the
Archives.
what was
That's
that?
some Atari shit.
Atari, yeah.
Somebody knew what it was. They're like, damn, Destiny.
What's breaking? Who was that? Who said
Playing
that?
Gallagher and
Who
shit.
said that?
That's Destiny.
What's that on Destiny Breakout?
Look, we got to Google
Atari.
that right there for
Atari.
real. Some Atari.
Arcade games. See, I told you.
Jeez.
That's some Atari shit.
Some big time Atari.
I don't even know what that is.
I ain't never even played that before.
I ain't know what that is.
Nigga, that's
1976.
That's based off Pong.
Look,
Damn.
even back then when you was on the Nintendo,
I never.
Oh, that's Breakout. Okay, I played that. Okay,
Never
that's
had
I
great.
Atari.
ain't never went
I
that
played
far.
that
It
shit.
said came out in 76.
I didn't know that was what
I
that
wasn't
was
even thought
called.
of
Yeah,
it.
it was before my time.
I
Real
played
talk.
that shit. I didn't know that's what that was called.
Look, she said, yeah, right. I'm old, yeah. What's I finna say? Even on the Nintendo, nigga, you would have to sit there and play the whole shit.
Yeah, no save card.
Ain't no
No
save.
save.
Nigga, you cut this game off, you
It's
out of
done.
there.
You Dunsky.
You gotta start all the way over.
Dunsky.
Remember having to blow them down?
You know they said that shit when you wasn't supposed to blow on the game.
Hey, yeah,
you gotta go.
that was some nigga shit.
You had
gonna
to
have to
like
get-
on the Nintendo when you had to slit it right on the edge and kind of
And had to put it down up in there. Come on, man.
Had to slap that.
Slap that shit down. That shit
Being
got
slapping
too
them
hot.
cartridges down.
Nigga, I remember when I was talking to my nigga M.O. about it. I remember when the Madden with when Carolina and Jacksonville first got is an
Expansion team. Oh, you going back.
We must have played that shit all motherfucking summer one year. And that had to be what 90,
Yeah,
98,
man,
97.
like a
we played that
motherfucker.
shit. All some moms was pissed off at us, nigga. All we did is sit in the room and play that shit all
Y'all hit
fucking summer.
all summer. Y'all on it.
He's coming there talking shit. It's stinking here.
Smell like
It smell like-
blood.
Nigga ain't took a
Asshole.
shower, wasn't nothing.
Hey, it be like that though. 'cause
Nigga,
I
we on the
remember,
game all night.
nigga, I remember when I got fucking as a grown man. Mind you, I'm a grown man. I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out.
That shit hard.
Nigga, I didn't see my family for like a week.
You know what game
Nigga said a
changed
week.
it all up was that motherfucking Grand Theft Auto 3 changed the
Oh,
whole
man, that
game up.
Grand Theft was that
That's the
wasn't
one
a Vice
before-
City?
That was
No, that's before it was-
before Vice. That
That's
was
Oh,
right,
okay.
because when you the 1 and 2 was when you was looking at it from above, kind of like
that aerial view.
yeah. And then they got to 3, and 3 changed up the whole.
The whole game. Oh, that's when you was almost
Mm-hmm.
behind him with
Mhm.
the
Then they went to Vice City.
Vice
then they went
City
to my
changed the
nigga,
world though. To
my
me, I
nigga-
thought that Vice City was.
Then they went to my nigga
San
CJ.
Andreas was like
So what my
the
nigga
game
CJ?
changer for them.
It
like,
wasn't really.
Yeah.
That's what the nigga CJ.
I remember when I got San Andreas.
You know who the character is? That's that nigga.
Young Melee.
No, CJ was what's my nigga play Black Jesus?
That was the guy. His name was Chris something.
I know what you're
Young
talking
Melee.
about.
His rap name was Young Melee.
He used to sign with Too Short. You know my nigga played Black
Black
Slink.
Slink. Yeah.
was
Slink
Black
Johnson. Yeah.
Jesus. He was Black Jesus. I mean,
He was CJ?
CJ.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was CJ on that shit. That's where he got his bag from.
The guy that played.
You right, AM. When we was over Shorty house on New Year's, he did have the phone and the controller playing that shit. The nigga AM was blown away. Like that nigga had the PlayStation controller hooked up to the phone. Nigga.
We in. He said we had to tilt my Nintendo for it to work, or else the blue screen will pop up with the fuzzy colors across it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta tilt. You had to sit that thing up a little bit.
Damn.
Right.
Double dribble, shooting the threes.
Ooh, double dribble.
Double dribble.
Yeah, that was the joint. Y'all remember NCAA?
Which one?
The one that was on Super Nintendo?
I didn't play sports games.
Shit,
I'm
it
sorry.
had
You ain't
North
fuck with the sports
Carolina.
game?
I didn't play sports
The
games.
white boy in North Carolina, when he used to shoot that white boy wouldn't miss. He was wet as fuck on the NCAA.
Closest sports game I played was wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, I was a comic book nerd. I didn't watch sports.
Oh, okay, and so you was more. You ain't get no boxing either. You ain't get no race. I used to like
I
racing
can't-
games.
I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Okay.
That first one was
That
fire,
first one was
bro.
It was
hard
fire.
though.
That
Yeah,
was
I
fire.
played that. That was my
Tony
shit on
Hawk
Sega
was real.
Dreamcast. That was my shit.
That's correct. Double dribble was the move.
I started playing
Ninja
2K
Turtles
now
was
as I
hard,
got
too.
older.
Ninja Turtles was the way.
My shit was Sonic and Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis. That was my
I
shit.
thought was that joint.
Mortal Kombat was
Basic
like
Instinct?
everything. Oh yeah.
See,
Was
y'all,
it-
y'all niggas
was
taking
it
it
Killer
back.
Instinct?
Killer Instinct.
Killer
there we
Instinct,
go.
yeah.
Killer Instinct. That shit was
And Duke
hard.
Nukem.
Nah,
That was
I
my
remember
boy.
when we was on what's that shit? Tekken 4.
GoldenEye.
Taking forward. Man, y'all niggas is some gamers.
GoldenEye. That was
GoldenEye.
where it was at.
I mean,
I
when,
made a lot of niggas mad on GoldenEye.
Boy, we used to play that shit.
With the
It
split
got-
screen?
It got
With the
real.
split
Yeah,
screen,
split screen. It got
yeah.
real in that GoldenEye.
Four
Niggas
player
get mad.
Shit, nigga, all the homies, you got the controller,
Niggas
nigga.
get so you can't get our job no more.
Hey.
I would get this our job, little short Asian cat.
But
I
you
would
can't
get
really
him.
because
You
he's
can't
shorter
see
than
him.
everybody.
You can't see him. And I,
almost cheating.
He in there knocking shit off.
man, just run up. I thought you had a little one hand chop. That's just that one hand chop. I come with a chop a nigga and run. Like we're doing this
Hey,
shit.
nigga would have took the whole thing off. That's good shit, man. I hadn't played video games in a long time.
I gave my daughter my PS4. Like, you know, this shit is dusty.
For
I
real.
plug it up in her room so she can get her Fortnite on. Like,
I'm salty right now because I can't find a PS5 to save my life in this.
wait till the Sega generation
This
come
is
out.
yeah. I'm like this money burn a hole in my pocket. I can't buy shit because I'm trying to save what I got for my 5, and I'm just like,
And
they only got refurbished ones out there. Them motherfuckers I gotta order. So I'm like, I'm not finna order no refurbished.
refurbished
That's
one.
why you
Fuck
wait till
that.
the second generation. They get smaller.
Yeah,
they
they
worked out all
raw
the little
little
kinks
kinks.
and all that
That's
shit.
what I'm
Shit,
thinking
real
is
shit.
wrong. What's wrong with dude?
Eastwood Feet, ask the question. Come on, Eastwood Feet, that's the Oklahoma right there. How was the east side of Oklahoma City changing?
They trying to
Gentrification is what it's
gentrify
called.
that shit heavy. You see what they did to the whole little parking lot over there? They didn't turn all them
Oh,
buildings.
yeah, all that, yeah.
You see that?
It's-
We see the gentrification in front of all. They trying to push. You
It's-
see how they make a brick town and they spread that shit all the way east, trying to push all the black folks off the east side.
It's,
you know
it's,
what I
it's
mean?
even hitting the hood, man, because I went to one of them protests on the east side, and I learned some shit about myself. Like, it was niggas I sat in this guy's truck because I wanted to sit down, and you go to a protest on the east side, you expect, like, weed and barbecue and shit. Niggas was out there snorting coke and handing out vegan wraps. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
I know,
Whoa.
What did I walk into?
Right.
The east side changes when white folks start showing up to Bobos. You know what I mean? Heavy. Out there at Bobos is like real tough. I'm like, bro, this shit changing. Like, I don't even want to be out here. Even though cops sat out there before that, but now you got them just posted up in the parking lot because now you got the, you know what I'm saying, the white skin out there. So
They
I was
put
like,
that 7-Eleven over there.
I did a video about. I was supposed to finish it too. Knowing me, I always do some other shit. But the history of Deep Deuce, you know what I mean?
okay.
Which
you
was
don't
cold,
know-
fire.
Okay.
I appreciate that, but you know, back in the early 1920s and 30s, that was all the African American community had in Oklahoma City was Deep Deuce, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Street.
Okay.
That was it. If you cross A Street back in the 20s and 30s, that's your ass.
You know
You
how they,
out of there.
You know how they did it? Everything was in any major city. It was always like
This
the brick, like Bricktown or any
Any
downtown was
city,
like
yeah.
was the hub.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the white folks stayed there, and then once it started becoming populated, and that's why now all the white people moved out to like Edmond, Yukon, Moore, and all that shit. But now you see they coming back, gentrifying it now. They putting up them condos that people can't afford. They buying all that damn land.
Okay.
Buying all your grandma land, you know what I mean? Selling the house, just trying to.
Let me ask y'all this. Now, a part of that is gentrification isn't necessarily a bad thing. They make gentrification and race go hand in hand, right? Mm-hmm. When it's not really. We could have gentrified ourselves if we'd have bought that grandma's house.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We wanted to live like the Joneses.
Church.
And move to the Edmonds.
Everybody want to be.
You want to move out there when we could have went ahead and bought the community ourselves.
And that's one of my things I don't understand about dope pushers. Like, if you gonna push dope,
buy the block.
Buy the block.
You good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do it. Like, that's how Gotti and them and the Italians had all that shit connected. Like, they would take care of the neighborhood.
You can't go, like, if you ride down through LA, you see Korean town, you
Big
see Arabian town,
mm-hmm.
and then like right now, ain't none of us gonna be able to go between 24th till about 30th over there off of Class, and ain't nobody.
That's they section.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to move. They got their own Asian bank. They got all that everything.
Bank, grocery store,
everything
you need right there in the community.
And we're not gonna be able to move in.
Jay-Z said it best in that 444 album. He was like, niggas die over the neighborhood. That they mama renting. And then he was like, how come Jewish people own all the land in America? Credit. Instead of throwing it at the strip club. Like, he said it in the song, like, I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Like,
but you gotta think a lot of these people, a lot of these other cultures have had a fucking 400-year head start.
True. Okay.
You know what I mean? Right. So, like, it wasn't just until the few generations that we started learning about credit and learning about, you know what I'm saying, buying property. Yeah. So it's like, if we already behind, it's going to take us time to catch up. But when we do start catching up, you know what I mean, you see how things happen. Basketball started out, it was a whole white sport. Mm-hmm. Now, you take all the black folks out of basketball, you back to Gordon Hayward.
Ain't nothing,
yeah. You got 5 players.
Yeah, that's it. Real shit.
I mean, we dominate every physical activity there is.
Yeah.
Besides hockey.
You got to think, like,
we over there too. We're sprinkle over there. Yeah,
it's like 3 or 4 nice brothers in hockey. You got to think, like, all the criminal elements that they handed down to the blacks was first, like, the Italians and the motherfucking Irish the Italian mob, the Irish mob, the Jewish mob, all them motherfuckers had all the crimes. Then when they started giving, like, all the Jewish people, like, all the office jobs, the clerical jobs, they're giving Italians the fire department, the police department, you know what I'm saying? So then all that had to move over to who else had to come pick up the crime element. With the blacks, and that shit by design. You know what I mean? Where we motherfucking still getting in trouble for doing the same shit that a lot of these other people been doing long time before us.
They got to keep their money. They got to put their money into something else.
We wasn't the first motherfuckers that was doing crime. We wasn't the first or the last.
And that's funny because I believe, I don't know if you follow me on this, but I believe that if we all came together as like a unified, like, on some Black Panther type shit, because I don't know if y'all aware of this, there's a little black city, I want to say it's like Delaware, where like 19 black families bought up a bunch of land and made their own kind of community. And I'm like,
that's dope.
I wish we could turn the cameras off. White folks don't know. White folks don't know, but it's more of us.
That's funny you said that.
On that
hey, hold on real quick. That's a funny stuff.
The
camera shut off.
The camera shut off.
The camera shut off right when you
said that.
But now, like, it's like, you ever see that painting of like that game board, and it's like the black people that's the stools for the table.
Yeah,
it's a painting, and it's men sitting around a gaming board, and the table is black people, and the inscriptions say the game is over if we just stand up.
Look at this comment right here. Say they not using credit, my G. They're using cash. 20 people putting in $100 gets the first property. Take 20% to 30% from the business and open the next one.
That's hard facts. That's how the Asians do it.
That's big facts.
But that's how they
That's
do
how the
it.
Hispanic.
But, okay.
That's how
That's what them Asians do. They'll bring a family over here from Asia. They'll work in that store for 10 years, pay them back the deficit that they came, then they'll move them and open up them a store. Then they bring another family in, and they do it for 5, 10 years. And they just keep that cycle going to where now you guys started 1, 2 businesses on classing now, whole classing this fool because they didn't all put in that work.
So, but look though, now getting back to the gentrification part of it.
Right.
Just the Deep Deuce, just because I was doing research about it. Deep Deuce sat vacant for 15 years. Vacant.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing there.
That was our opportunity.
That was our opportunity. They drove the property value down. And look, hey, I'm going to build some big-ass condos and call it, Steel Yard or whatever the fuck they call it down there. You know what I'm saying? And now you can't even afford to live there.
It's the same shit that happened with Katrina, bro. Like,
Yeah, look.
I know my man. He from New Orleans, and he was like, he said everybody that from New Orleans know that wasn't like no it wasn't a hurricane. They said
the levees they blew it up.
They blew that shit.
Uh-oh.
He said and then you gotta think people that were standing down there bottoms. He said they wasn't making no more than $10,000-$12,000 a year. You gotta think that ain't really no money you making. But if you blow it up and you wash that shit out, then you can rebuild it. Now you can build these condos that you gave this money for a couple of tens to maybe 100,000. Now they can't even afford to move back to the area that they didn't know their whole life because now they didn't jacked up. Same thing happening with Detroit. Detroit went through that crisis.
It sat vacant. They let it sit.
Now
all
they
those
went bought
buildings.
up all that shit. Now it's turning into the new Silicon Valley.
Now you can't even afford to stay there.
You can't even afford the same shit with Oakland. Oakland being everybody.
Compton, nigga, everywhere, yeah.
Everybody that didn't stay in San Francisco, they stayed in Oakland because Oakland was cheaper. Now they going there and buying up all the property. Now everybody getting pushed out to Sacramento and to all the surrounding counties. And now the price of living in Sacramento is skyrocketed because you got everybody from Vallejo, Richmond, Oakland, all them other little spots around there moving to Sacramento because they can't afford to stay in the Bay Area no more. So
you giving out game tonight. I see us.
it's not about choice. It's about force, not by choice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Real
Like,
talk.
they don't expect us to be able to survive, and like I said, if we don't know about putting in all of us, me, you, Buck, Tony, a couple of us putting our money, pull our money together and buy something, but who knows? We still look at like the Tulsa shit. Like they say, well, get your own. Well, when we had motherfucking the Tulsa Black Wall Street, our dollar multiplied in that neighborhood 8 times before it even left. If it did leave the black, they see we was doing so well that they made up a lie and they bombed that shit, and then they tell you, oh, get on your feet. Now when we get on our feet, y'all fuck us up. So now motherfuckers are hesitant to even want to try to build something because they're not for sure if this shit gonna last. Y'all gonna do the same shit to us or not. So it's kind of a PTSD type thing, you know. So niggas are scared.
And just kind of like what he was saying, like, you know what I mean. We already starting. You said that, like, starting behind us. It's not a level playing field.
No, it's never gonna be a level playing field.
Game ain't.
We
Game
playing
rigged
with-
like motherfucker.
rigged
We
like a
playing
motherfucker,
baseball with one hand tied behind our back,
shit, though.
and you still hitting home runs with one hand, and they wondering like, how the fuck you imagine what I could do with 2 hands?
But these conversations right here, especially with us, you know what I mean? Just imagine what we can put together, bro.
Right.
Now, we ain't no Martin Luther King, but look, we can still bring something, push the culture forward. That's what I push. That's what I preach with Tony. That's what I tell Buck. We gotta all play a part. I ain't got to be Malcolm X. We need somebody that's gonna be funny. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that's gonna give us those gems. We need some clowns. You know what I mean? Like, we all play a part in this. So just imagine what we can do ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care.
What Pac said culminated to what Nipsey became. Pac said, I ain't gonna be the one to spark the change.
Yeah, big fact.
But I'll be the spark that help bring the change. So then 20 years later, we got Nipsey, you know what I mean? So he started giving us the game. Somebody picked it up and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? So all it's going to take is one person to, all it takes is to kindle a little ember to start a fire, you know what I mean? You throw your little cigarette out the fucking window, that shit hit the grass. Now that whole shit is ablaze, but that's all it takes is one person, and, you know what I mean? Somebody got to be about it, you know what I mean? Because you know they done killed out our heroes, but you can't be scared of the consequences, you know what I'm saying, more or less. put
Okay,
it
see,
in
Fly
front
Boy,
of
man.
us.
Hey, a shout out to that, man. That's dope, man. It's another part of black people is missing out a lot too. There's zoning and district votes. Yeah, that plays a big part of it. If you don't stay involved with your city and official your legislature here,
that's why that
nigga,
local voting is way
more important than you trying to worry about Trump.
Right.
You need to worry about that sheriff coming in.
But that's the thing about it. We gotta know in order to know. You know what I mean? If we don't know, how we gonna know? You know what I mean? It takes somebody that's got the game to give us the game and let us run with it. We can't.
Big facts. Man, I ain't gonna hold y'all here all night.
Oh, I ain't got nowhere to be. I thought we was gonna get something to eat or something.
Hey, man, I'm hungry to the motherfucker right now. Hey, man, y'all shout out y'all business, man. Anything y'all got cooking up, anything y'all want to promote, here's the time to do it. And like I said, I'm locking in with both of y'all.
Most definitely.
Because we all got to, like, and especially, like, being creative, creating content, sometimes you get kind of, you know what I mean? Like, damn, we got to do this. But if we can call them my brothers, and what I love about Buck is that he'll kick you in the ass. Like, yo, man, let's keep going. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that.
There is something I would like to touch on before we get out of here.
Go ahead.
The Bricktown Comedy Club and most of the Oklahoma comedy scene is somewhat in a flux right now because of the COVID crisis.
Yeah.
And if anything you guys could do is just start coming out to the Bricktown Comedy Show for open mics and all the other events they have. Mm-hmm. Because we don't want to lose the few comedy spots that we do have. And there's a lot of these places is bleeding money because of the pandemic. Yeah. So it's just like they have a relief fund on the OKC Comedy Joint group page. And
is that on Facebook?
All the information. And also, if you go to the Bricktown Comedy Club page on Facebook, there's more information about the events and how to donate to the organization and to the cause. And right now, I think we really need signatures for the poll so they don't close the places. We don't have a lot of
right.
comedy places, and then the few ones that we do have is
designed for
them. But I ain't never had a problem making anybody laugh. So I'm nice everywhere I go. But like the thing about it is, I wish we had more places for us. I've been talking to shout out to Ice and Mark Fleming. I've been talking to him about opening up and reopening the open mic comedy nights.
Okay.
So hopefully he, does it, or I'm gonna have to go run up in his office again. I don't want to do that. No, I didn't. Don't make it seem like I didn't. I just walked up in there.
None of that.
But anyway,
that's dope though. I'm glad you shed some light on it.
It's like it sucks because we don't, like I said, we don't have a lot of places. For like black comedians can come, so we go to their spots and give them our money when we could do that internally.
How you get into comedy? Matter of fact, why I got you.
Well, it's a lot of different reasons. I always had that mouth.
Yeah. I can tell, nigga.
I always had that mouth, and I always like talking about me. So growing up, like Richard Pryor and Eddie Griffin, they was just like the niggas is just to emulate. Like,
you seen that?
I was saying shit like Richard that to like.
Who's your top 5 comedians?
Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Eddie Griffin.
Okay.
Griffin. Hard. That's a tough one, fam. That's like top 5 rappers.
Top 5.
But you're a comedian.
Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Okay.
3. I gotta give it out to my boy, rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal.
Was a monster.
Man.
That's the first time nigga had me dying, nigga.
Elephant in the room is
nasty.
Elephant in the room is a fire.
That shit was hilarious.
Dude, he got on this one lady in the audience. I was listening to this shit in the car one time when I was driving. Like, he would call you, and he was calling like, bitch, you know what I'm talking about? He was just going in, and she was just like, I'm like, that's the kind, like, I like. And also Bernie Mac.
I was gonna say, if you ain't put Bernie on there, now we got.
And it's like a tie between Bernie and DL.
Wow, you put DL in there?
Yeah, because I like DL.
Really?
I do. I like
DL. Shit.
He does. A lot of his jokes go over my head. That's why I have a dictionary handy. But I like DL. He can make that shit funny.
Yeah.
He can
That
spin
lane.
He can make that shit funny, and it's hard to just keep it with 5 because it's so many other comedians that's coming out.
Right.
Like shout out to Pete Davidson, Michael Che, Colin Grant, all those guys on SNL. Kenan Thompson been on SNL for 20
That's
years.
crazy.
The longest tenure person on there.
That's crazy. And he hilarious though.
He's funny as hell.
Getting
Like,
that from Nickelodeon
from
to
Good
Burger
Burger.
you know, like and people like Nick Cannon. You know, even though he going through what he going through right now.
No,
like,
Nick Cannon put a lot of people on.
Man, like Mikey Day came from Wildin' Out to SNL.
How many people he didn't put on just do his platform alone, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that. The lady, speaking of Issa Rae show on Insecure, the big girl Kelly, she was on Wildin' Out.
Really?
She came from Wildin' Out.
I didn't know that.
And
You put in your own game though.
It's a lot of dope comedians here in the city. Like shout out to Sydney Ham, shout out to Adrian, you know, and it's a lot of shout out to Mac, and it's a lot of dope black comedians.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dope shit going on in the city. Period. A lot of creators.
It's
creating,
bubbling.
You know what I mean?
You can smell it too. You know
We
what I
right
mean?
on
Like
the
that.
cusp of,
Like
we up next.
right.
Damon Detroit, that's my guy. Y'all have you heard? Y'all know Damon?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I'm really tapped in with him like that.
That's the guy. He's funny as hell. And rest in peace, my man Lavelle. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valley Vale.
Lavelle,
yeah,
man.
That's a homie.
You know, and I feel so bad. Even though COVID canceled it, he was pushing me to do this contest in Tulsa and everything, and I kept blowing him off. I feel so bad.
Hey.
I was like, bro, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
He kept hitting me with, you sign up yet? And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I heard about it, I was like, I should have did that shit.
Yeah.
But then they canceled this. I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad, but still, I felt bad because I kept blowing, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but those are the type of people that impact your life. Just like you said, you need somebody. You wasn't feeling it, nigga. Nah, fam, let's go here. You need those people to kind of kick you in the ass. That's what I like to say. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Right now, I think I want to put this show on the road.
Yeah.
So I had a plan, and I think I'm gonna try to go to LA next year.
Ooh.
When everything open up and this COVID shit down there, I'm gonna try to go to LA and hit some spots out there to just see what happens. But also, I want to hit some of these southern places like Texas, Kansas,
Yeah.
Atlanta. So I'm just networking and putting my name out there and letting people know that I'm available. You got concerts, comedy shows, whatever. You need a host, anything. You let the God know.
Hit him up. He on it.
I'm trying to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. Diego, what you got cooking, bro?
Man, same shit, different toilet. Podcast, we some players. Check in with the gang, State Gang.
State Gang, Vinny. Fettuccine
Fettuccine
pasta.
Dub SP.
Still need that.
Dip and butter.
Dub SP merchandise, you know what I mean? But mostly we just pushing the line on this podcast. We on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Public, Stitcher, Overcast. There's a lot of different spots. Just type in We Some Players, pop up 61 episodes there. Will was on the latest one, Return of the Mac. You know what I mean? We was on there real saucy, dropping real heavy jewels.
Real
and shit,
jewels on
you
there.
know what I mean? So that's just what I'm got in. Just trying to put on for the city, the state, the world, you know what I mean?
Man.
So that's just where we at with it.
When we'll come to the Bat Cave and I'm chilling with, you ain't got no job.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Saturday. Who get you high today?
We gonna get you.
Who get you high today?
I'm getting that motherfucker like this. Sleep, nigga. What
Ain't got
happened?
shit else to do.
Ain't got shit else to do.
You got shit else to do.
Well, we probably finna wrap up, man.
Like I told you last time, your time was real appreciated. Cause I know
man.
what you going through. I know your grind. So when you was able to slide through, that's why I was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna change the whole day, put it in this time slot.
Hey, that's
just
love
so
too.
I'm
I
able
noticed
to
that
put
too.
you
Yeah,
on, you know
to
what I
get
mean?
in.
Just so that we can make it happen. You know
And
what
that's
I
the
mean?
work. Like I like to say, like even on stage, when you in a mic, that's your gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's where we work out. Right here, that's where I work out. You know what I'm saying?
Get all the demons out.
This is
Get
where
all
you
the
get
energy
that
out.
shit off.
Get it off your chest.
This is where you create. This is where you come up with the Go Ask Your Daddy Show songs and all this little funny shit we did. This is where we come to get, like you said, get that shit off.
Gotta be open.
So this is for all of us too. You know what I mean? If I got a platform, I feel like it's my job to share it with you And I hope y'all feel like you said that's not to say that you owe me something.
No.
But it should be reciprocated, bro. I'm coming over there to rock with you.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You know I'm rocking with this. So even with Buck, Black and Studios.
Oh yeah.
Buck followed me the other day after you posted. I
Hey.
followed him back. Like, you know what I mean? We need to all need to come together, you know what I mean? Without
It don't matter who get on.
Now that I know
No,
this is her,
every-
we in the booth. Mixtape coming
Mix-
soon.
Mixtape
if
coming.
everybody bring a
So-
brick, we can build a whole wall, you know what I mean?
Like a mug, real talk. But we finna wrap up, man. Shout out to everybody that stayed rocking with us. OKC Flyboy, man. I lock in with me, man. Follow me on the gram, man. He dropped some jewels on us too.
Facts.
AM, man. I hit AM.
I forgot to mention, but Corey Holcomb is dope as fuck too. People sleep on Corey.
I be
Holcomb.
sleeping on Corey Holcomb.
People sleep on Corey Holcomb.
I like the
Corey Holcomb.
older Corey Holcomb more
drop a
than
lot
the
of
new
gems.
style.
I mean,
The new style cool. It's like bits and pieces.
Okay, he's an acquired taste.
You,
True enough.
I think Bernie is in my top 3, and I don't understand why people don't put Martin in that mix.
I think just
Why y'all don't put Martin in that mix, bro?
Okay, here's the thing.
I think Martin kind of laid off, and it kind of his comedy kind of shows that he been in the. He's not
Not the new. Yeah, okay.
You're
okay.
not constantly in the mix. Like all you got is his old shit, Def Comedy Jam, where he gave you.
Well,
bits and
Eddie ain't
pieces.
in the mix either. Now, come on, talk
But
on that.
Eddie 2 specials were
Gigantic.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
like,
don't have to. It's kind of like Jay-Z. Like, he don't have to.
Right. Okay.
like my
He's
top
all right.
three is
All right, well,
my
set
top
me straight
three
then,
is Richard, Dave Chappelle, and Tony Roberts. You know what I mean?
Ooh, Tony Roberts is a dog.
He is funny as hell.
That's funny as shit.
Probably one of my.
I like Michael Collier, too.
Michael Collier. I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
RSJ
yeah.
live too. RSJ funny as fucking
But-
person.
You can't sleep on these chicks either, though.
No, there's a lot of good
Because, like,
chicks.
Adele Givens, oh, my God.
What's my what's her name? The gay chick.
Wanda Sykes?
Wanda Sykes funny in the
Oh, yeah, she
motherfucker
fine.
too.
It's a
Right,
talent to do that too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I
Oh,
asked
yeah.
you, bro.
It's-
Because it ain't everybody think you can
Everybody
do it
You make your people
until
laugh.
you
Get up there.
Light them lights is trying
and
to
all of
highlight
them
shine on
eyes
you
is
right
looking
now.
at
eyes
you,
is like,
and
Everything
nigga
you
make
thought
me
you
laugh.
was gonna do.
you know what I'm saying?
Been in the gym fighting and you get hit with a motherfucker that first hook. And
Mike
you
Tyson
like,
said
Yeah.
the smartest shit about fighting. Everybody got a plan until they get
Till
hit.
they get hit, real shit.
real talk.
And it's like I've been there before. Like I've been on stage to where I done got tongue tied. I done forgot my shit. I done got high. I don't remember. I just got way too high and I can't function.
Nigga,
Like
son, I got way.
I done like. They say eating dick, but I'm not gonna say that I did.
Oh yeah.
But that's what they call it.
That's what they call it
That's what
when
they
you-
call
when
it.
you going down.
You getting booed like eating dick, but I'm not gonna say that. I done had a few bad sets.
Really?
Yeah, I done had some bad sets, so it happened.
It's an art to it, fam. People ask me,
But-
should I do comedy? I'm like, man, I don't think I got the confidence.
You can't just hop up there and disrespect the art.
The art of it, you know what I'm saying?
Just because you could tell a few.
Just because you,
It's different being funny with the homies,
Right.
than being funny in a crowd or on stage. I'm one of those kind of comedians that I'm to my own horn. I'm nice like that. I can do white crowds. I can do black crowds.
that's what's up.
And not everybody's like that. Some niggas is just good. Black
With the
crowds,
homies, yeah.
Some people is just like, I got homies.
You funny. You funny.
You funny. You funny. You know what I'm
Funny
saying?
it doesn't.
Right.
It goes across the whole board.
Exactly.
So that's why
You can be versatile.
certain comedians hit in any different crowd because they just got funny and they're relatable.
Yeah.
Like, and
Real
I
shit.
feel like I'm
Yeah,
funny.
we'll
in
keep
half
using it
Hey,
that
look,
way.
yeah, because studio time does cost. Nigga, he gonna be at 9 o'clock. You like, all right, shut the shit off. Yeah,
All right, let's start unplugging shit.
yeah, yeah.
But I
Unplug
was
this
just
shit.
like, I was
It's
just
cool.
gonna
Go
say,
hit that overtime. Go hit that overtime. That's what I call it.
No,
I call it
I ain't
overtime.
that.
That's
Ain't
time
no,
of the
hey, you
half.
hear me?
Like,
I can't afford all that.
Nah, I got daytime gig, bro. I can't afford nothing.
You hear me?
Holiday season.
Shit, yeah, I gotta get all of that.
You'd be
Hey,
surprised what a man can afford in life.
But I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like I said, we're gonna stay connected. Let's keep pushing the culture forward. And it's probably it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Check me out on
100, man.
YouTube,
Sure.
Mike the Comedian.
I'm gonna put all y'all information in the description
Sure,
too.
appreciate you
Because
having me,
YouTube
too.
people will come back and check us out. So
I've been wanting to
Boom,
get
boom,
on
boom.
here for a minute.
I've been telling you.
I've been wanting to come
I
on for
want
a
you.
minute.
You need to get visual. But you know, it's just my opinion on outside looking in.
We're working on it.
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
working on it, but I've
But-
been trying to get on here forever. Now,
Yeah. Now you here.
you know, I was appeased.
Okay, look at him. All right, well, drop. I ain't got the jewel button on this, but